Hello. Hello. I'm sorry I'm late. I was putting on a base coat, but I kind of feel like that's good luck because the last time I started and everything was ready to go, it went terribly. So here we are, April nail painting party. It's been about 18 years since we've done this last. What's going on? How is everybody? How are the children? How are the dogs? How are the animals? How is everybody? Hi. Joe's here too. Joe's painting his nails. It is a party here today. I'm doing two colors. I'm doing Bounce House Blue because it's spring here in New York City. And I'm going to do some glow stick dance party. So I'm going to do these two together.
And I
am
I'm going to be doing Pink Snow Angels. And I know that that's technically from the winter collection, but I wanted something springy, and I think this can double as a spring color.
They all can double as spring colors. You don't actually have to use them.
Like, this looks like the color of a flower. And I'm a flower. I'm blooming this spring. The sun is shining.
Thank you, Joe.
All right.
Can't wait to see your nails.
I'll be on the other side of the camera.
Goodbye. I'm just kidding. Everybody's saying, hi, Joe. Hi, Joe. Don't forget to turn your polishes upside down and shake them. I will not sing Good Morning Baltimore right now. I don't know what's going to happen later on today. Puffer coat. That's a good one. I debated doing puffer coat, but I don't think I'm wearing anything purple in the next few days. So I wanted to do something that was going to be neutral. So I decided to do blue and yellow. That seems neutral enough. Again, apologies for being late. I was putting on my base coat. Okay. How is everybody? I have all of your questions. So many questions. So much to get through. Let me just try to cover any of the housekeeping rules that we have. If we get disconnected, we'll try again. If we get disconnected again, we'll move to TikTok. Hopefully that didn't happen last time, so hopefully that won't happen again. But as always, to the FBI agent watching this, please make sure that we stay on live. We have a lot to catch up on. I haven't seen my friends in a long time, and so we're here today. Okay, great. I'm going to start, and I'm going to start with your questions. Let's see, when's the last time we did this? If today's April, March, the last one we did was in February, which was like Valentine's Day-y, I think. So yeah, we have so much to catch up on. Our first question of the night is any new book recommendations. I am currently reading Chelsea Handler's new book, I'll Have What She's Having. I'm halfway through. It's great. I'm having a great time. Okay, I'm going in with my first coat. Blue. Wow, I don't think I've done Bounce House Blue in such a long time. I'm so excited. I feel like I really wanted something springy. And I debated even doing green because, you know, green and grass. Those two things usually go together. I've missed Bounce House Blue. Look at that.
I haven't painted my nails in so long.
Okay. Also, second question of the night is favorite pasta shape. Now, this is something I've never really stopped to think about. I love all pasta shapes. I don't think I'm like really keen on one, but I guess if I had to pick one, it would just be penne because that seems like the most common. I'll tell you what pasta shape I don't like. And I understand spaghetti has been here for a long time, and I respect those type of like stringy noodles, but those are just not my favorite because I feel like they're very messy unless you have like a good technique for getting the whole pasta and everything. I'm just not a fan of it. I don't like when it like drips everywhere. Thank you so much for everybody who's saying they love my hair. It's a wig, but thank you. Okay. Thoughts on soft launching versus hard launching. what are you launching exactly? Like a relationship? And if I remember correctly, I think this is the same person that asked if they should tell someone that they liked them. So I'm assuming it went well. But hard launching versus soft launching, I think a soft launch. I like to like ease things in. You don't want to go like too big right away, maybe. Because then like what if something happens? What if they get weird about it? You know, people get very weird about stuff on social media. Okay, now this is exactly the song I was looking for. Thank you, Joe. As you have noticed, the IT is going a lot smoother this go around.
How about that?
To be fair, I think you were out of town the last time I did this.
I never want to see my first coat. Pretty good.
Okay, Joe, that looks good.
For not having done it in a while. I have not painted my nails. I don't know when the last time. Because also sometimes we'll just go get them done. I haven't like painted my own nails in a while.
Okay, well then, thank you for sharing that, Joe. That's really brave of you.
How are y'all doing? I miss you.
Okay.
All right. Not watching here.
We're trying to get through all of the questions.
Okay.
What's the most annoying question you get asked? I know I have one, but what is it?
Are you Carlos from High School Musical?
Oh no, I forgot to paint this. Okay, so then I guess this is just gonna go on this last one. Okay. Okay, one of the most annoying questions I think I ever get asked is, pranks. Did anybody pull any pranks? Were there any pranks pulled on set? Pranks. No. We're working. We're not pranking each other. Do you consider your hair wavy or straight? After the shower, I definitely have curly hair, but after products and me fixing it, it definitely kind of lays a little more straight. It's just easier to maintain. I love curly hair, but curly hair is very hard, and it takes forever to dry. So, you know, it is what it is. Okay, favorite way to wear a baseball cap? These are very hard-hitting questions, and I'm so glad you asked. I think a baseball cap is very versatile. You can wear it front, back, just don't wear it sideways. I think that's not something I'm really into. I guess front. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you wear it with the back, then it hits. It like can hit you. So yeah, any way you want it though. And don't forget, we have a Freeland hat now. You can get it at lovefreeland.com. Also available. I should be wearing it now, but the night just goes away. I'm telling you, I prepare for these for so long, and then it happens, and then like 5 minutes before I find that I'm behind. So it is what it is. Bounce House Blue. First coat. Advice for musical theater performers was a question Blissfully Unaware asked, and that's probably why they're asking the question. Advice for musical theater in what contexts? Are y'all here? Like the people asking the questions, do y'all show up? You know what I mean? Okay, so advice for musical theater performers. Learn your lines. I mean, really? I don't know.
That's all you got?
Have fun. Be yourself.
Be bold.
Be bold.
Make good choices.
Make strong choices. Strong and wrong. I feel like that's a very ambiguous question.
Well, just keep going. Right?
Are you telling me to keep going, or are you saying like that's the advice you would give yourself?
That's the advice I would give myself.
Okay, keep going. That's what Joe does. When things are crashing and burning, Joe will keep going. And that's a great philosophy for life. You don't have to be a musical theater performer to do that. You just gotta be you. Be strong.
Just
be you.
Keep going.
Do you have any motivational words? I start my exams soon.
Ooh.
motivational words.
Study up.
Study, I guess. I was never a person who like studied. I hated studying. I hated doing school stuff. And then like every once in a while I would like study for a test, and then when I would take the test it was so much easier, and I was like, I should be doing this all of the time. But I just, y'all know, I'm not very, like, I hate school.
Who has the time to study?
Who has the time? Now that I'm, like, an adult, I enjoy learning more. Like, I figure out a way that I like to learn. I'm a very, like, visual learner, and I like to, like, I don't like to read instructions. I like to, like, figure it out myself. And that's okay. We're all just different learners. But I just think that, like, the act of, like, going to school from, like, 8 to 3 every day, like weird hours, first of all, and then like it's just not like, they're not hours for me to thrive. And sometimes like I forgot what grade it was, but like we had these big windows that would like look onto like this like park, and I would see like people walking their dogs like at like 10 in the morning, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I hope tomorrow I wake up a dog. Like that just sounded like so much fun, just to like wake up and be a dog because you didn't have to go to school. I don't understand English at all, but I'm watching. I like you so much. You don't understand English, then how are you typing? Okay, how's your hair journey going? Can you put it in a ponytail yet? That girl, Yaya43, asked this question, and I can do a high, like, bun type situation, but I can't like fully put it into a ponytail yet. And the day I can, I think I might cry, honestly. That'll be a big day for me. But the hair journey's fine. It's just trial and error. Like some days it's good, some days it's bad, and mostly depends on weather.
I have a question.
And I have an answer for you, Joe Serafine.
How long do you wait between doing the first coat and the second coat, typically?
I like to follow the rule of 777. You paint your nails, you wait 7 minutes.
Okay,
you paint
so
them
I
again,
have a while.
You wait 7 minutes. You put on your top coat, you wait 7 minutes, and then you should typically be done. So
I better set a timer for 7 minutes then.
It doesn't have to be like a hard 7. You can do whatever you want. Joe, this is...
I'm going to do 5 minutes because I feel like it's already been 2 minutes.
Okay. Now I have to focus really quick because I'm doing my thumb, and this part always kind of is very tricky for me.
Uh-oh.
Joe, how's your hair journey?
I'll probably get it cut next month. I kind of go every other month.
Whoa.
It's getting a little long right now, but I'm gonna hold out. But yeah, I don't like it to get too shaggy.
Okay.
But I like to, but right now it gets to an awkward stage. But then as soon as you're ready to cut it, it like looks really good the day before.
I know, but do you think that's all in your head?
It's possible.
Or do you think it actually looks good? Because I suffer from the same thing. I'm like, I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, and then it'll lay beautifully and perfectly, and I'm just like, should I sign a modeling contract? Like, how does that work? Do they find me? Do I call them? I don't know. Joe, Seblos Love says, we have missed you, Joe.
I've missed you, but every time I come into the frame, I get pushed away.
You can come into the frame. I just, I don't like when, people breathe over me. Do you know what I mean? Like, that kind of makes me nervous. Do you want to show your first coat? And be careful with your fingers.
Yeah, my first coat, there's some rough spots.
Okay, I'll say it, Joe. That's a great color on you.
Thanks. I also wanted it to match my shirt.
Let me see.
There's like some rough.
Those look good though, and then that stuff will come off when you wash your hands.
Yeah.
Wow, Joe.
Not bad.
Joe, have you ever considered working at a nail salon?
No.
I have.
I don't want to be touching people's nails.
Okay.
I work the front desk.
Hey guys, welcome in. My name's Joe. What are you here today for?
Did you have a reservation? Or an appointment?
An appointment. How long are you staying at the nail salon? How many nights? Okay. Strawberry Seblos asked, how are you? Heart, heart, heart. I am so good. I'm telling you, I've been looking forward to this all day. I'm just so excited to catch up with all of y'all and have a good time. We're here to laugh. We're here to giggle. We're here to do our nails. And you know what I always love about this is that, like, we do this and then your nails are done. Like, you have like a prize at the end of it. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, I sat here for an hour and now my nails are done.
Do you feel like you've been enjoying the weather? Like, do you feel like you've been lightening up since the sun has come out?
Okay, Joe's a meteorologist. Yes, I have actually. I actually had like a little pep in my step today because it was so nice outside. It was like nice and sunny. It wasn't windy. It was just like perfect weather. And I walked through the park and I was like, yeah, if it was like this every day, I would love this. And you know what? Like the other day, I saw this kid skipping and I was like, we don't skip enough anymore. Like, when's the last time you skipped? I feel like if I skipped now, my knees would just be like, pow, pow. Like they would just like blow out. But I'll try it. Also, it's fun and you probably get places faster. You know what I mean? Faster than walking anyway. Why are you laughing? I'm being so
I'm just
serious.
picturing you skipping.
I can't skip. I'd probably like fall over or something. You know what also I don't appreciate about New York sidewalks is that like everything is so uneven. So like even if you're picking up the same, like even if your foot is going up the same amount, what is that? What would that be called? The circumference?
The height?
The height. Even though you're like picking them up at the same, like you're still like falling over stuff.
Oh, and you're dodging poop and
literal poop, guys. Literal
pigeons
poop on the floor. Pigeons are fine. Pigeons eventually fly away from you.
Not fast enough.
Honestly, I don't want to say poop anymore on these lives because I don't know. Frankie, do you run? What am I running from? Okay, favorite. I love this question. Emily asked, favorite Broadway show you've seen. I need ideas. Hi, Queen Novine. Miss you. So many great things are on Broadway right now. I think one of our favorite things that we have seen in recent months is definitely like The Outsiders. It's still wildly popular, so if you go see it, I think you'll have a great time. I don't even know how to explain it. It was so good. I was thoroughly entertained.
I cried.
Joe was sobbing.
Not sobbing.
Sobbing. It's so good. Joe, what's another show that you really like?
Well, we love Sunset Boulevard.
Sunset Boulevard, obviously, such a good show.
We loved Julia Lester and All Nighter.
All Nighter. If you have a second to go see All Nighter, you should definitely see All Nighter. It's a fun show about a group of girls who are about to graduate college, and they all get together one last night to pull an all-nighter, which is to study and do some exams and stuff. So definitely see that if you're trying to find stuff to do. But honestly, there's so much good stuff on Broadway, you can't really go wrong at the moment. Yeah, it's just kind of like whatever your preference is on musicals. How have you been? Anything interesting happened lately? Brooke McBreedy. Okay. How have I've been good. Short answer is I've been good. I've been so excited to paint my nails with y'all. This is, okay, I love that. I'm wearing Bounce House Blue and Glow Stick Dance Party. Anything interesting happened? Anything interesting has happened?
Have you talked to them since Rent?
No, because I went MIA because of Rent. That was something interesting that happened. I got to go do Rent in concert in Costa Mesa. Some of y'all were there and you guys stayed to say hey, and I loved that. But that was fun. Any new projects / events, etc. coming up that we can know about? No. What is your favorite song to sing in Rent? You were amazing, by the way. So talented. Love you. Chelsea! That's too nice. That's too nice of a comment to have said to me. I'm going to think about it all night. My favorite song to sing in Rent was definitely I'll Cover You. It's just such a fun song to sing. I've been singing that song forever. So to get to like finally do it on stage with the full orchestra and an amazing Collins, it was so much fun. So thanks for being there. I didn't know you were there. Okay.
I think I saw them. Who is it?
Chelsea Crane, 132.
I'm bad with the names. I don't know. Someone said hi to me, and they said to tell you they said hi, but I forget.
And you forgot to tell me?
I did.
Did you and Joe have a good Easter? We did. Joe and I went to DC to see our friend Brandon in a show. And we took the train there, and we looked out the window, and we read our books, and we listened to our podcasts, and then I guess that's what we did on the way there. And then we saw the show. That was on Saturday. And then Sunday was Easter. We hopped back on the train. We were back in New York by 6 p.m. And then we just like came home and watched TV and like vegged out. It was kind of amazing. I have never really been like an Easter person. I like the act of Easter, I guess. Like I love looking for eggs. But I think after you reach like a certain point, like no one... You know what, Joe? We really should have done an Easter egg hunt with like all of our friends here. That would have been so fun.
We were out of town.
We were out of town, but and you know what? Who's to say that you can only do Easter egg hunts during Easter? Actually,
So
it's probably better to do it outside of Easter because...
It'll probably be cheaper.
Okay, Joe's trying to save $1, so it'll be cheaper. But where do we find eggs? I guess like the internet.
Yeah.
Okay, the internet exists. We will have eggs. Hold on. Should we do... Okay, wait. Hold on, wait. Should we do a Freeland Easter egg hunt?
Whoa.
And like I'll post like... This is me spitballing. I'm making this up in real time. I post a clue for like somewhere in the world, and if you guess it, you win. I don't know. Easter's over. That was a fun idea. Okay, have you ever watched Desperate Housewives? Are you joking? That is like one of my favorite shows of all time. Funny story. And I think y'all already know this, but Desperate Housewives is the reason I wanted to become an actor. Now you think, Frankie, how did you come to this conclusion? Okay, so Desperate Housewives was like the first like grown-up show I ever watched. I use grown-up show in quotations because it was like one of the first shows outside like a Nickelodeon or Disney that like I watched. And I remember just being so like enamored with like what was going on. I was like, these women are desperate. And it was also like the first time I was like, whoa, like a show's like making me laugh, but it's like also making me cry, and it's also like making me feel things. So I was feeling all of these things, right? And then for my, for my 13th birthday, I think it was, I wanted to go to Universal Studios. And that's what I wanted to do for my birthday. And you know, Universal Studios is famous for their backlot tour, which is where Wisteria Lane is, which is where they filmed Desperate Housewives. And so when we got on the tram and we were like, they took us down that street, I was like, oh wait, this is real. Like you can like touch all of this stuff. Like this is where they do it. And I was like, whoa, so this is just where they make TV. So like, I guess I could just like do this. And then a lot happened between 13 and adulthood. So, but yes, I love Desperate Housewives. Thank you for asking. I do a rewatch every few years. Okay. How has your family, friends, people in your life changed your life for the better? Chelsea, 132, you're asking too many hard-hitting questions. I'm going to answer them, but you have to know these are hard-hitting questions. I would say that my friends and my family changed my life for the better because everybody is just so kind and sweet and fun, and I know that I can call any of those people when I'm in like a pickle and they will talk me out of it. Now that being said, I also have to be ready to offer up those same services. And so at this point, I feel like everybody in my life owes me some sort of like stipend for listening to them and their problems. Of course, I would never send the bill, but Chelsea, I love you so much. Thank you for asking all of these questions. And this is another question by you. Any advice for someone who wants to overcome bad anxiety or socially awkward around people? Okay, I'm going to tell you a trick that BFF Julia Lester bestowed on me, and it has been one of like the most life-saving tricks of my entire life. So she was in an elevator with someone, and she said that the conversation was like awkward, and she like started to feel like weird about it, and she was like, oh my gosh, like, was I weird? Was I being weird? And then she was like, wait, no, I wasn't being weird. You were being weird. She didn't tell this person that, but like, she was like, she had that like realization that like, oh wait, I have nothing to worry about. You were the one that was being weird and awkward. And that has freed me, because I was just like, whoa, that is so real. Like, I've been in so many situations where I'm like, this is weird. Like, you're making me feel weird about this. And that freed me. It freed me of a world of anxiety and trying to feel like I have to like keep up a conversation.
Yeah, what if they're the weird ones?
What if they're the weird ones? Have we ever stopped to think about that? What if everybody watching this live right now are normal, and then everybody else is weird? I feel like I'm in a movie or something. I'm just having like so many realizations, but okay. Do you have any comedians you admire or look up to because you are hilarious and make me smile? Okay, thank you. Literally everyone else is the problem. Okay. I think we just wrote a book or something. Should I start a podcast? I'm not going to start one, but should I? I'm not going to do it because there's so much work. Podcasts are literally so much work. But should I start one? I'm not going to. I'm telling you right now. I'm like being so for real. Any comedians? I love comedians, but like, are you talking about like in a sense of like a stand-up comedian? Let me see. But like, I also like view like funny actors as like comedians. So I guess like that's a long list. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I mean, you definitely look up to Chelsea Handler.
Chelsea Handler. I love like Elisa Kudrow. I love like a Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I love all of the hits. You know what I mean? Hi, Patrick. I remember you. So nice to meet you. Do you know Toxic Gossip Train? Of course. The Toxic Gossip Train. That like fueled me for like weeks. Do you and Joe watch the Charlie Brown Easter special? Okay, this is controversial. I'm not the biggest Peanut fan. Like, I'm not a big fan of the Peanuts. I love them as characters. I think they're so cute. But, like, to sit and watch it, I just feel like it's, like, not of my generation. Does that make sense? How you doing, Joe?
I'm coming in hot
with
my second coat. It's a little, it's a little brighter now. That's about all I have to say.
Thank you, Joe. That was a lot, and you are so brave for sharing that.
Definitely some rough spots, like, on the cuticles and stuff, but
that's just life.
It is, and nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. Isn't that sounds like a Hannah Montana song?
Can you guys hear the music?
Yeah, they've been saying that. The music has been great.
Yeah?
That's what they said, unless they're lying. Okay, these are my nails. Very spring. I will have to go in with a second coat, but I don't know. I feel like I should work at a nail salon. Okay.
You'd be good at it.
Thank you, Joe. Next question. I feel like I would do like one person's nails and be like, okay, I'm done. Like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired these days, y'all. It's getting so bad. I do like two. Okay, this person's Emmy asked, name 3 things that made you smile today. I'm like not even joking. I did 2 of those things and I'm exhausted. 3 things that made me smile today. I went to see it, but I have to go to work. 9:35 in Japan. That something wasn't right here. Very Eastery spring. Thanks, Emma. Yeah. 3 things that made me smile today. Okay, this right here. I'm loving that we're catching up. 2 things. Oh, I had I got a bag of like Twix mini bars because they were 30% off because they're like have Easter packaging, and I had a few of those, so that made me smile. And then something else that made me smile today. I went to brunch. I love a brunch. Yeah. Oh, yay. I'm happy you guys love this. How is your soul feeling? Good. Thank you for asking. Okay. What's coming up for Freeland? Okay. Freeland is about to be a year old in July. First of all, can you believe? Second of all, if Freeland were a person, they would still be like this. You know what I mean? Isn't that crazy to think about? Like if they were like just like a tiny little baby, and now they're like not a baby anymore. They're kind of like, they'd be like this big. So I want to do something fun for our first year birthday. Don't know what that's going to be. I'll think of something fun. We'll do like a giveaway. Let's do a few giveaways. We'll just have a good time. Hit me, baby, one more time. Toddler. 1 year old's not a toddler. I know, almost a year. It's kind of crazy. Today I played with... Oh, that's what made me smile. I played with a lot of nail polish today because I was like cleaning up and stuff, and I was like wanting to find my colors for today. So then I like played with all of my nail polishes. I kind of play with them like they're Barbies. They kind of just like walk in and you know what I mean.
Do you have a top coat?
I do. It's that gold bottle right there. Okay.
I must confess that my loneliness.
I'm so sorry about that.
Don't you know I still believe.
Sorry guys, a lot of these questions are duplicate, so I'm trying not to read the same ones always. East High Seblos, who was here, hey, said, what made you decide to start growing your hair out? It looks amazing. And then like the star emoji. I always say I want to grow my hair out, and I kind of wish like hair grew faster. I wish like I could just wake up and it would be like down to here, so I could like go like this at the curb. It just takes forever. I will cut it eventually, so don't get used to it. But at ATM at the moment, I'm here for it. I think as it gets warmer and I have to be outside more, I probably will end up just like... It does look good right now, but you have to understand, it takes it forever to get this. I mean, it's a wig. Right, okay. What's the furthest Freeland package? What's the furthest Freeland package has traveled? Japan, I think. Brazil, New England. I don't know, like, in terms of, like, how far from here. But I guess, like, Japan sounds pretty far. Okay, I have to start my second coat. It's already 8:37. Okay. Joe, tell me a secret.
I don't have anything.
That's great, though.
Do you want me to talk, though? I can talk.
No, I'm just, like, trying to get some of these. I'm just gonna try to do, like, duplicate one. Like, yeah, just vamp.
Okay, what's your favorite song from Barbie? Because we've been playing a lot of them.
I love Pink. Barbie. I love Pink. I love this song. I would love for you to sing this song. I think that'd be so funny. Yeah. Those are my favorite songs from Barbie.
Okay. What are you looking forward to in the next week?
What am I looking forward to in the next week? Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow will be Thursday. And then after that is Friday. What am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm looking forward to Sunday. Sunday, I have nothing to do. So Sunday is something I'm really looking forward to. I'm just going to sit. Don't ask me to do anything, okay?
Okay.
I'm not talking, I'm telling this to the earth. And so I'm very excited to sit. Maybe I'll start a new show.
What show? What shows are you watching right now?
What shows am I watching? Of course, Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then I'm also watching The Valley. And then it's kind of it, ATM. If anyone has any good scripted shows, I'd be down to watch a scripted show.
There's a lot on my list. So.
I know, but you like to watch like really serious stuff. I like to watch like a half-hour comedy.
Apparently the acting on The Pit is really good.
Okay, I've heard that as well.
Okay, I just did a top coat. Ugh, I don't know about this.
Why? What happened?
Just didn't really... I just don't think I put enough.
Let me see.
Hold on.
I can't look. Okay. I'm trying to see.
Okay, that was better.
Will there be other color hats besides pink? I would love a light blue one. Not ATM. That means at the moment. Will you leave that over here? Because I think I'm gonna use that.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Not at the moment. We just have pink. And you can get pink. Of course it had to be pink. Come on, y'all.
This is with top coat.
That's with top coat. Stunning. Gorgeous.
Pretty good.
Okay. I can't believe you're done already.
I'm gonna be... What makes me... This is... whatever. When my nails make me laugh is when I'm at the gym, like, lifting a weight, and I, like, see my nails. Because I'm like, this is so... it's just funny to me. It's just funny.
Why is that funny, Joe?
Because I don't think anybody else at the gym really have their nails painted.
You're not looking hard enough.
Not anyone that I see. Oh, someone said Joe answer some questions. I don't know.
Joe,
I'm not Freeland.
You are not Freeland. You are Joe Serafini.
I'm Joe.
My community theater is doing Wicked. That sounds illegal. I don't know what song to use for my audition. Any idea?
I saw someone say, "Girl, why are you lifting weights?" And I want to answer it.
Oh,
because I want to be strong. And
that's right, Joe.
Yeah.
I want you to pick me up when I'm old. Throw me out the window. Okay, that's all you got, because I'm gonna throw my neck out. Okay, sorry. Yes, we only have pink hats at the moment. I don't know if blue is a hat option I'll be going for anytime soon. I just gotta be real with y'all. Okay, song choices for Wicked. How are y'all doing Wicked? That seems... Okay, songs for Wicked. Obviously anything from The Wizard of Oz. Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Wicked was written by Stephen Schwartz. So you could do something from like Pippin. Illegally. The wig is glued tight, honey. Yeah, you could sing something from like Godspell. I mean, I don't know. Let me know how that goes. Let me know if you guys make it to opening night. As an actor, how do you create chemistry with someone you just met? Okay, so glad you asked this question. I don't know. I think it's a 50-50 effort on you and the person. I always follow how comfortable the other person is going to be. But at the end of the day, you're actors. And that's like part of the fun is just like, you know, creating real life circumstances in these like very like not so real environments. So I don't know how you like create chemistry. I don't think you can create chemistry. I think it's just like something that kind of like naturally happens. But I do think chemistry is easy to kind of get to when both parties are like down to clown and like have a good time. I guess that's the answer to that question. Can you tell the water balloon story from the Love Freeland website? What that means?
It's in your About Us.
Did you sell
water balloons?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. So this was my first business. So I don't know if I don't know how to describe it, but they were like these little, they kind of looked like Pop-Tart packets, and they had like a little like ball in the middle, and you would like squeeze it, and then it would like expand, and then it would pop, right? And it would make this really big noise. Anyway, my cousin and I were really we needed like $2.50 to go buy those at the corner store, right? We were children. We didn't have income. We weren't paying taxes to the government. So we came up with this idea because we had a pack of water balloons. And so instead of filling them with water, we filled them with air because they are balloons. And we went door to door selling water balloons filled with air, not water. Nobody bought anything. I remember that. However, people did give us like a quarter or like 10 cents. Like, I think maybe someone donated $1, but long story short, we had enough money to go buy those like little Pop-Tart bomb things. And that's that story. And that was like my first business. I've had many businesses since then. I also had a custom frame business where I would paint. False advertising. That's not false advertising. That we weren't selling. Okay, I'm gonna calm down. I feel like I'm being trolled. I also sold picture frames that I would make.
What would you do to make them?
Oh my gosh. So I would go and get these like plain like wood frames. And I remember one I painted because someone ordered a custom ladybug one, and I painted it red. And then I got those little like stamp paintbrushes where it's just a circle, and I stamped black dots all over it. And then, you know, like those pipes, like those fuzzy pipes that you can like bend, and I put those at the top, and I like curled them. Wow. And then I had a teacher at the time who was also a baseball coach, so I painted the whole frame white, and then I added like the little red thread of the baseball.
Wow.
I wasn't in business long. Turns out that's a tough business to be in, especially with like home goods.
Very creative though.
Yes, so that was one of my businesses. I also sold baseball cards.
Because you didn't want them?
Well, you know, like when you grow up, everybody's just like, oh, that card's gonna be worth a lot of money, or at least they say that in the movies. And I remember I was like, okay, and my cousin gave me like a pack. It was like a huge pack of baseball cards, and I just thought they were all valuable. I just kind of thought that's how that worked. Nobody purchased the baseball cards. Another, like my successful businesses, if we want to go there, selling candy was always like a successful business for me. Whether that was like door to door or going to a park during like a baseball game or something. That is also how I made money. Also babysitting. I sat on a lot of babies. So that was like a way I made money. What are other ways that what were my other businesses that I've started and created? I had a podcast, I had a long running podcast for a long time.
Did you make money from that?
Joe, it's not about making money. Come on. What are you, a capitalist? Gel pens. Okay, that's actually impressive. I wish I sold gel pens. Wait, didn't we try to come out with Freeland gel pens, or did I make that up?
Did you?
I feel like in one of these like meetings that we had, we came up with an idea to start selling gel pens. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
What other businesses did I have? Oh, I was a dog walker. I went to the library and I used their copy machine to make flyers, and I posted them all around town. And I posted an ad in the newspaper. And I remember somebody called and left a message, and I was so excited. And then I found out the next day that it was just a woman from my church pulling a prank on me. And I was like, that's kind of like when I like started like, I did work retail a lot, but that's not like my own business. And I remember that was like one of the first times in my, like as a kid, I started doing magic in my head, and I wished nothing but not so nice things happened to her. Why would you do that to a child? Why would you call a child who's just trying to run their own business and pay their own bills and pretend that you wanted? And she even told me, she was like, oh yeah, we even thought about getting like a little Clifford stuffed animal and putting it in your by your front door. People hate Hustlers out here. I don't know if you've seen Hustlers with Jennifer Lopez, but they hate it. She was not nominated for an Oscar. Maybe Golden Globe. Maybe Kids' Choice Award. But how mean. That is so mean. Okay, what other businesses did I have? I'm trying to think.
All right, I think my nails are officially done.
Okay, pop off, Joe. Autobio of your life, apparently. I don't know what that means. I'm trying to think of any other businesses that I had. Have you ever gotten a ticket while driving? Yes, many. I think I'm gonna knock on wood. Well, I don't have a car now, so I can't get a speeding ticket. Imagine me getting a speeding ticket for walking too fast. I don't know if Hustlers was eligible for a Kids' Choice Awards. In my heart, it was. Yes. Okay, so the last ticket I received in a car was a really long time ago. I was still in high school. And it was like midnight, and I was like right at the exit of like where I was supposed to get off. And I was screaming on my own from Les Mis, obviously, the Lea Michele version, obviously. And I was not paying attention to my speedometer. So then I was pulled over, and I got a speeding ticket. Okay, now you want to know the crazy little, like, you want to know the crazy part about this is I never received anything in the mail. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I should check up on this because, like, what if I have a warrant out for my arrest? I don't know how the warrants work. So I called the police station and I was like, hi, it is always on my own. I received a ticket a year ago and I have not received anything. Am I going to jail? And she was like, what's your information? And she took all my information and she was like, I don't see anything here. And that could be because we laid off a lot of police officers and a lot of their like smaller cases just got dismissed. So I think you're off the hook. And that is on starting your own business. You know what I mean? Like, that was such a blessing. That was my last speeding ticket I received, and ever since that moment, I haven't really been in trouble with the law yet. You know what I mean? He's got to always say yet, because, like, I don't know what the future holds for me. I could crash out at any moment, and it's honestly, it's going to be soon. Okay. What's been inspiring you lately? Okay, inspiring me. I don't know if it's like actually inspiring me, but I'm doing hard 75 right now. Frankie, what is hard 75? It's when you do something that's really hard for 75 days. So the biggest one on my hard 75 right now is making sure I get in 10,000 steps. Now, everybody on TikTok is like, oh, my coats are done, by the way. Okay, I love this. This is so happy. Okay, what was I doing? Okay, Heart 75, I'm trying to walk 10,000 steps. Everybody on TikTok, like all the gym girlies. 10,000 steps a day. Okay, they make it sound like that's so easy. Now, we live in New York City. We have to walk everywhere. And I like just automatically think I hit 10,000 steps. Do you know how hard it is to hit 10,000 steps in a day? Like, it's almost, I don't want to say it's impossible because I have done it. Except one day. I missed one day, but that was on Easter. And I was like, we should celebrate the Easter Bunny coming into town. You know what I mean? So it is so hard to hit 10,000 steps. You have to walk for like 2 hours straight. So that's what I'm doing. I guess that's inspiring me. But it's really hard. You are so Sharpay Evans from HSM. Thank you so much. It's literally the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me. AJ, yes, 10,000 steps is so hard. I did hit it today, though, but I was walking so much today. So I was like, I'm exhausted. Okay, we got to wrap this up. What's something you've learned about yourself in the last year? Nothing. I'm perfect. Is there anything you would like your followers to start or stop doing? Joe, not you joining the live from across the way.
Sorry.
You know
I
what?
See what it looks like from here.
I'm gonna wave. Oh, remove Joe from live video. Unfollow. Block Joe Serafine.
How did? Please do not.
That is funny.
All right, I'll leave.
You don't have to leave. Okay. Is there anything you would like your followers to start doing or stop doing? I also want to say, no. Y'all are perfect. I love y'all so much. You guys are always so nice, so kind, so supportive. So keep doing you. Just in the same way I'm perfect, y'all are perfect. Okay? Great. Glad we covered that. What's your biggest irrational fear? Okay, now this is so for real. My biggest irrational fear is, so obviously we live in New York City, and it's like there's the bathrooms here, it's mostly like one small bathroom in the back of the establishment. And my fear is that when I go to use the bathroom and I like kind of like, I'm not a person that like flings the door open. I kind of like creep in. And so my fear is that like I will think the door is locked, and then I start to wait in line, and then somebody else will come and wait in line behind me, and then somebody else will also come and wait in line. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, should I double check that someone is in the bathroom? Like, did I not push hard enough? And what if we're all just waiting here and no one's actually in there? These people are gonna be pissed. That's an irrational fear of mine. Joe, we shan't say that on this live.
Say what?
She said a bad word. Okay, I don't want to do a little knock. I know that like that's like appropriate, but like then like if I'm the person in the bathroom and somebody's like, I don't want to be like, in here, like what do you say? Like, occupido. Okay. Girl, where have you been? We missed you. I've been trying to pay my bills, okay? Please give me a motivation to study. My exams are less than a month. A month to study for exams? You'll be fine. That's so much time. Any more you can spill about Chad Powers? No. Would you ever want to be on Watch What Happens Live, and with which housewife? Okay. In my dream world, yes, I'm on Watch What Happens Live, and it's me and Lisa Vanderpump.
Oh my god. I would scream.
What's your favorite food to eat on Easter? Are there specific Easter foods?
Yes.
Like what?
You have one. You called to see if they were in store.
That is nasty work that you just did that. That is so mean. Okay,
It's just the truth.
I called C's Candy to see if they still had the buttercream eggs. But that's not like an Easter food. That's a candy.
That's an Easter food. Yeah, candy. Easter.
No, I think they're talking about like turkey or like...
I don't know.
I can't believe you just exposed me like that. Have you or Joe watched Mufasa or Moana 2 in theaters? No. What's been your favorite Broadway musical you watched this year? Probably Outsiders. Out of all the Wicked movies that came out, including Ariana Grande, do you have... Okay, I need to slow this one down. Out of all the Wicked movies that came out, including Ariana Grande, do you have a favorite? I'm only aware of one Wicked movie, ATM, at the moment. That's about all. Do you have any plans for Freeland summer? Question mark, question mark. Eyes emoji. I'm not gonna gatekeep. Yes! Okay. Okay, do you have any projects coming up soon? Yes. Caramel or vanilla latte? Vanilla. If you made a perfume, what would it smell like? Great question. Okay, I know it's a little old lady, but I love the smell of gardenias. I just love it. I love that it's so fresh, it's so floral. It's so fun and pretty. I guess that, but I don't know. That's such a hard question. I'd have to smell them all. I hate shopping for scents because I get so stressed. And then the way you smell it in the store is never the way it smells when you get home. That is so annoying. Okay, y'all, I'm going in with my top coat. Don't forget, a top coat changes your whole entire manicure. It can save lives. Okay. Can you still read sheet music even though you aren't playing anymore? Or do you practice still? Yes, I can still read sheet music. And practice what exactly? I try to practice piano every now and then. But I'm a terrible piano player. I'm like fine for myself, but if I try to like play for someone else, I get really nervous. And I'm terrible at doing both hands at once. How did you speak up for yourself, especially in work-related scenarios? How did you learn to speak up for yourself, especially in work-related scenarios? Okay. You just got to do it. You just got to do it. No one's looking at you that hard. And if you need something, especially at work, that's going to make you feel safe or that's going to make you work better, you just got to ask for it. They'll forget if you're like worried about like an opinion someone is going to form of you, they're going to forget about whatever you asked for in like 3 seconds. So if you need something, just ask for it. Especially at work. Who cares at work? You're trying to have friends at work. Do you ever feel pressure to keep your image family friendly? No. Am I family friendly?
What'd they ask?
They asked, do you ever feel pressure to keep your image family friendly? That makes me so sad because here I am thinking, I'm like,
just tell me to skip a song because she said a bad word. So
put it back on. Like in my head, I'm like such a baddie. I'm like, yeah, I'm in a gang. Okay. Do you have any hidden talents besides making people happy or singing? That is so nice. No. Are any recent dates you and Joe have been on? No. So if you and Lisa Vanderpump are both on Hulu, does that make you a housewife by association? Yes. Favorite restaurants, NYC places to eat in New York City? I do have Thanks, Joe.
Sorry, I'm having side conversations in the chat.
Yeah, it's almost like as if you're trying to distract them so everybody looks at you and not me.
No.
How interesting.
No, I'm just participating.
Oh! I do have a favorite place. We have a favorite place in New York City. I'm not going to say the name of it because it's so close to our home and I am a gatekeeper. But we order there like 4 times a week. And I'm not even joking. And one day I ordered it while Joe wasn't home and he came home and he was like, you ordered it without me? I was like, that's not a rule. Like, first of all, we eat there. Like, we'll get it again tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? There are some places I won't order without Joe, but that is not one of them. Like, I told him, that's basically our kitchen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's like so unfair. Okay. Any not as well-known nice places to visit in New York City? I don't know. It just depends your vibe. I definitely don't know, like, any cool hip places, if that's what you're asking. Okay, favorite animal. Leprechauns. What would your superpower be if you had one? I would love where you, like, what is it called? Where you, like, go like that and then you wake up and you're somewhere else. Joe?
What?
What is that called? When you go like this and then you're, like, in a different place.
A vision?
No, it's not a vision. Teleporting. I would teleport. I would save so much money on transportation. And wouldn't it be so fun if you were just like I could like have a mansion in Ohio and I would be like, okay, we're going to New York tonight. And I'd just be like, and then be in New York. But still have a mansion in Ohio? Oh my God, that sounds gorgeous.
Not Ohio.
I know, but I'm just thinking of like a place where like I could probably have a mansion for like $3. Okay, if you could have dinner with 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be and why? Me, myself, and I. I would love to ask myself questions and get a real answer. If you could talk to any animal, what's with these animals? Okay, y'all submitted so many questions this go around. Oh my gosh, okay. We're over the hour! Actually, that's not true, I was late. Any interests of yours that are not as well known to the world? No, I feel like you guys kind of know all of my interests.
Do people know you like planners?
Yeah, y'all know I'm like obsessed with my planner and stationaries and all of like pens and all of that stuff. Okay, my nails are done. My nails are done.
You look clean.
Is Salt Lake City worth visiting? Yes. If you're like an outdoorsy person and you want to go on a hike, skiing, snowboarding, it is gorge. Okay.
And you can see East High.
Which Sex and the City girly are you? Are you a mix? I'm an early Miranda, but gay. I definitely would be a Miranda in the old series. In this new series, I would cease to exist.
You just said Salt Lake City, not Sex and the City.
Sex and the City, same thing. Are you gold, rose gold, or silver person? I'm all three. When's the next color drop? Eyes emoji.
Just eyes emoji back.
Yeah, eyes emoji back, Joe said. How has it been getting used to having your ears pierced? I got my ears pierced. I love it. There's so many different earrings I want to get, but of course you have to keep them in, otherwise the hole will close up. So I have to keep them in until like about July, and then I'm going to buy myself a new pair of earrings for my birthday. Okay, these are my nails.
Okay, I'm going to do it, and then I'll say goodbye first.
Joe, you did a good job.
Thank you. I think so too, and I love the color.
I love that color.
I don't think I ever did this one.
It's so pretty. Take some photos for the gram.
Maybe I will.
Maybe.
Goodbye, everybody.
Joe! Oh, you guys, there's so many questions. I like bright side, somebody said. What that means? Okay. There's so many questions. What's the first color you made? What? Oh. I think Pink Fizz Fiesta was the first color I chose because I knew there had to be a pink. And so the pink was something I wanted to get really perfect and right. So I did Pink Fizz Fiesta was the first color. Will new colors come out? Yes. Is this the longest your hair has ever been? No. Would you be a better faithful or traitor? I'd be a great traitor. How long was the Chad Powers audition process? Longer than HSMTS? No. Shorter, but different. Favorite lip gloss? Y'all know I love my Naturium lip gloss. Can you dance like a hippogriff? What is that? Which Freeland colors, oh, this one's fun. Which Freeland colors I think this means would be for which characters, like match them. Oh, okay. Alphabet would obviously be Midnight Magic. Glinda would be Pink Snow Angels. Dr. Dillamond would be Orange Dreamsicle. Bach would be Frosted Sugar Cookie, because that's kind of like close to silver. Fiero would be Kiwi Cake Pop. Nessa would be Favorite Puffer Coat. Who else is there? Oh, Madame Morrible would be Spooky Sugar Plum.
Ooh. If I was a man,
I think that's everybody.
I'd be the man.
Okay. Okay. Oh, we've reached the end. There's so many more questions. I did skip a lot of them, but my nails are done.
There's more parties to come.
There's more parties to come. We won't have to wait so long for another nail painting party, because I should be able to get it together. But I love y'all so much. I will save the live. Thank you for joining. Oh, the wizard. Would be Funfetti. I don't know these words. Okay, these are my nails. Thank you so much for joining this live. I love y'all so much. I always have so much fun when we do these. Let's do one next month. That is May. Probably the end of May, so we get like a full month to get our nails. Don't forget to take pictures, tag Love Freeland. Go to lovefreeland.com. You can buy any of the 13 colors. We also have happy bags, and we now have baseball caps. Lots of Freeland stuff to share later. Hopefully we launch gel pens next week. And don't forget to be the baddie that you are. You can answer more questions via Insta story. I'm tired. Don't you understand? I gotta drink some water. Okay. I love y'all so much. I'll TTYL.